You guys. And so I want to welcome everyone back here as we pulling through. I want to make sure we pretty much is rock solid on what's going on. We're pretty good. But I do want to make a couple of things where we make known and where we're going to be doing some examples also. But what happened is on this past week, we did it again. We have some people who's very solid and understanding what we're doing in reading communication and how it's going on. But then also it also shows me to where a lot of us lack understanding or instructions on what I gave. Because we have people who went further up in their verses to where they went past the verse. Because I said if you go up one verse, if you don't see it in the verse up ahead, go back. And we had people went past that. And that was incorrect. And this was done with quite a few people. Then also we had people still labeling, making their own labels on something which I actually instructed not to do. So the only thing I'm gonna start doing, I'm gonna start running master classes, which is gonna start today, which I'm gonna provide the thing. But then if anybody wanna have their thing critiqued, because we do have some people who truly understand it. And we have some people who literally don't understand it at all. But what I'm gonna start doing, and normally what I don't do, I'm gonna have to grade it. The reason why I have to grade it is this, because I'm gonna structure out what we're gonna go through. And then I'm gonna provide the label. So I'm gonna put all that up there. So if you guys give me 1 second, because I should have had that up there, and I don't. Because I'm gonna start doing it that way. Because and then if your grade is never a passing grade, once we move forward to the next one, it'll be more for me to move aside. Because what happens is when I explain stuff, I'm looking for everybody to really pay attention to what I'm saying. And I don't know if people really understand what goes on. And then some people, some people take it as arrogance. It's not arrogance, but people have to understand the busyness that I have and then the time that I take out, because all what I'm doing right now, technically I don't have to do, but I do it because I want people to understand it. The thing is, people feel that I should shut down whatever I'm doing to help them, particularly based on what they want me to do. And the thing is, I'm doing everything I possibly can to make sure you can understand it. But some people still feel I should be able to shut down, even though they don't know what my personal life is, but they feel I should help them. And no matter what, shut down what you're doing and you just help me. And that's something that I refuse to do. And my main thing is, if they have a problem with, the best thing they can do is find somewhere where you can get that type of assistance. And 1 second. So we have this problem that's going on, and we're going to sit there and see. I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna put that here because I really try to understand. But people, no matter what, you can't never please everybody. That I understand. That I never be able to please everybody. But I do understand one thing, to where if people want to understand scripture, why is it? Oh, we're going to. I need to close it over here. 1 second. That's probably why. Now let me see. This is probably why it's doing it. No. Let me see. Okay. Yep, that's what it was. Okay. That's what it was. But it still won't quite do what I needed to do. Okay. Let me see. This is weird. It's blocked out. But we'll go over there to that in 1 second. So what I'm gonna be doing a master class, which is actually going to be starting today. And based on what happened, because we have some people who was really solid on understanding what was going on and what we needed done. And then we have some people who was a little bit off, but not badly, to where the things was easily corrected. Then we have some people who was way, way off and not paying attention to what I'm saying, not paying attention, but they still decide to go in certain things. Then we have two issues. We have some people who chose in um things in the Apocrypha. And one of the things is when you want to go into the Apocrypha, it's two things you want to understand. One, they have a very good understanding of the Paleo Hebrew writings and also of Greek writing. When you don't understand it, you can easily falter there. And that's what happened. I know on a few people who actually chosen the Apocrypha. So when you look for the commandments and all this, it's hard for you to see it because you have to remember it's written with a blended language to where it can hide themselves even more because that's what they had to do. But for some reason, people chose that, and some of the ones who chose it don't have none of the labels correct, not one. So it makes it in a bad position. It puts us in a bad position. But then, as I'm reading more than 50 something papers, then they want me to take the time to go through their particular paper, and it makes no sense. And then they want me to see where they went wrong, and the whole thing was wrong. But they should have chose something that was simple. So the easiest way is for me to do what I'm getting ready to do here, and I'm gonna be explaining a lot of it here. So what we're gonna do, we actually going to be going through Exodus. And I'm gonna blank out because I'm gonna be putting the verses to where you can see me here. I'm gonna put it over there. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start at Exodus, and we're gonna go through Exodus 1:1, but we're gonna go through 1:10, and I'm gonna show you exactly what we're gonna be doing. Because the main thing is the importance of labeling and understanding what's being said. Once you understand Bible and how these labels work, it'll help you understand a lot more exponentially to where you'll grasp things so much easier. And that's why I ask people, stay focused on what I'm asking you. Stop trying to, when I ask you one thing, don't try to sit there, I'm gonna add some more. Do exactly what I'm asking you. Don't do no more than what I ask you. And for some reason, people keep adding more, or I need to know this information because I put this here. Don't do that. That's the baddest part of what we do. And we keep doing it. And we need to stop doing that. So the easiest way for me to do it, to make sure we understand it. So if you sit there and you see when we turn these papers in, because we're going to turn them in. Once you turn them in, and if they not turned in on time, that's a fail. You turn them in and you make sure exactly what was being labeled out. We turn those in, and if you see a fail on there or not passing, please do not ask why you didn't pass. Look at what you did, because you'll see what I asked and you're gonna see what you did. Because it's literally that simple. It's gonna be really that simple. So make sure you do exactly what I'm asking. Now, what I'm gonna do, let me pull this up. Do everybody understand me thus far? Everybody understand what I'm talking about? Any questions? Do we have any questions on this thus far?
Yes, I understand.
Okay. Well, you really not. And let me go back to my seniors. Same with Mother Gear. Okay, they can participate all they want. That's cool with me. The thing is, if they need assistance, I don't have no problem talking with them. Seniors, I have no issues with them. So they're going to keep moving forward no matter what. But then as they participate, that's all fine, well, and good. But the thing is, she understands quite a bit, so I'm not worried about what she's doing. But the thing is, the seniors, I'm gonna be always more partial to seniors anyway, automatically, because I need to make sure that they understand. So that's one thing. But we have a lot of people who chooses to where they want to go their own way. The seniors chooses not to. The seniors chooses just want to learn. They sit there and they forget, but then I get their homework and they they understand way more than what they actually be saying, but they understand a lot. So we want to make sure that uh brother Daryl.
Shalom, shalom, Elder. Shalom, shalom,
Shalom.
everyone. Elder,
Shalom.
I see your recording. I'm at work. Am I going to be able to
listening to this again so I can get exactly what you're
Yeah,
saying?
I'm okay. We debating that, so we're gonna see what's going to happen there.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So what we're going to do? Let me pour this up, and we're going to start looking at this. And I want to make sure everybody can see it, but for some reason it wasn't. Can everybody see that document?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So what I want to do, and everybody can see the document pretty good, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So what we're going to do, yes, Sister Fatima, before we start.
Can you make it just a little bit bigger? I just want to speak
Yeah.
up. Tiny.
That's why I was having issues with. Let me see if I can pour that up a little bit more.
Thank you.
Yeah, there we go. Let me make it. What about now? Okay. Okay. Yeah, it was having problems on the other side. I don't know why it was doing it. So I do apologize for that. Actually, I'm going to tell you what. Let me pour this over here and take this over here. Okay. Can everybody see it? Everybody still see the document? Okay. Okay. Let me do a couple of things real quick. Let me do some house cleaning. A little bit of house cleaning because I did quite a few things. So I'm trying to make sure I got some house cleaning going. And I need to make sure that is set because I'm gonna be putting some stuff up on the top. So what we're going to be looking at is Exodus 1 through 10. So what I'm gonna do, the focus is this one. And as I go, you'll see it shrinks. Now, what's gonna have to happen? What's gonna have to happen is this. Everybody still see the label out, correct? Okay. And when you actually, let me go over here to the verse real quick to where everybody can see what I'm doing. And we're gonna look at the labels real quick. And that's there here. Okay, so as we're looking at this as a whole. We're going from 1 through 10. It says, now these are the names of the children of Israel which came into Egypt. Every man in his household came with Jacob, Reuben, Simeon. It goes down. And then it says, verse 5, all of the souls that came out of the loins of Jacob were 70 souls. For Joseph was in Egypt already. And he goes down. We're going to go all the way to verse 10. Now the catch is this. And we have to make sure we pay real close attention to what's going on. Because in this class, what we're going to do, you see what I have here, and I put this enumeration. I'm going to explain to you what these labels are, because this is where I think the issue is. In this enumeration, it says that these are the names of the children of Israel. That's the enumeration. These three are gifts. I'm giving you what these labels are. If you put these labels any other thing and you send it to me and it's another way and it's more than what I see, I'm gonna fail you automatically. Because we have a lot of people still try to add on or they try to explain something else. I will automatically fail you. Because this what it has to get down to. I don't like giving people letter grades, but we have gotten to this point to where it's just gotten unreal. So in enumeration, what we want to do is understand what enumeration is. So we want to write down what this is. And I'm going to take my time to understand what I'm looking for with this enumeration. Okay? So when you're looking at enumeration, this telling you about what this is getting into. And it's telling you about this Bible speaker, which is we see in Exodus, is talking about Moses. He's listing a collection. He listened to collection that is to related items. So we're looking at those as the children. So it's referring to more so as this constructed. It's a format, but it's effectively where you presenting a connection, a relationship with instances. So the numeration within this same as this 10 commandments, you can actually want to tell you what, show you something. Besides saying I was going to say the 10 commandments, but I want you to actually see it. See what I'm talking about. And let's see something. Okay, we back at the Bible. Okay, I'm going to keep this one there, but I want you to see something. And can everybody see the Bible is pretty good over here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I want you to
Sure.
see something. Yeah, I want you to see something. We're going to look at 21. Okay, so we're going to look at enumeration. It's this collective. All these are collected. We will have to look at it. It says, now, God spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy God. But we know that's coming from the mouth of Moses, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Now, here's, you're going to start seeing a listing of numeration, but you don't put a listing on numerations order, but this is to start on what you can understand. So you need to know where it starts. Everybody follow me. So you know where it starts, we'll know it. So now when you're looking at this, the enumeration, these are the words saying, I am the Lord thy God, and then brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. We know right up in here is one of them sections which giving you the enumeration. Because when you look at that, you can see it here. You're going to see the same thing when you get here back to the document. That's the listing of enumerations. So you can see now these are the names of the children of Israel. Everybody seeing the listing of the enumeration. Everybody see that? I'm telling you, if y'all play this game with me, I see this. I have to be more strict, but I have some people going to play this game with me. And I'm going to tell you later on, if this is wrong, I promise you I'm going to fail you. Because if I get no questions, I'm telling you right up front, because this is what we keep going through. And so now if everybody,
I'm lost,
like,
Elder.
okay, no, please don't unmic unless
I'm
you
sorry.
do not put your hand up unless you put your hand up. I don't need nobody unmicing. Okay, yeah, Deacon Sampson.
So just for clarity's sake of understanding, you're telling us that the definition or the defining of the term numeration means the actual listing of the names of the children of Israel.
Yeah, he's going to start listing them. You can see here in the verse, it says, now these are the names of the children of Israel. But you don't see anything else, do you?
No, sir.
So you see he's getting ready to start doing something.
Okay, so collectively, all the children's name is that enumeration.
It's going to be that.
Gotcha.
You got me? You follow me? Okay, good. So you can see it's getting ready to kick up. But watch this. You see right here where this elaboration is, which we're going to find out what that is in a second. It says, which came out of Egypt. That's just elaboration. Is that part of the enumeration?
No, sir.
We good. Me and you, okay, I can go to the next one. You're good. Sister Larry.
Just real quick, Elder, when you have enumeration, that word names of the children, you're highlighting that statement as the enumeration. We haven't clarified what the enumeration is. That's just.
You're good. Everything you're saying is correct.
Okay.
So you're good. You completely understand what I'm talking about. See, because I can go down to other places, so I'm good. And Deacon Khalil.
Shalom. Shalom. So so the enumeration, just to make sure, so that's always going to be at the beginning of it. It's not going to be the items itself. It's pretty much preparing you to see the items that's about to be listed, right?
You got to re-explain what you're saying. See, because we're looking at Exodus 1:1. Enumeration is not going to always be at the beginning.
No.
The way that you say I'm telling me, that's how it's coming to me. I just need you to re-say it.
Okay, so like I'm like not like for any instance, like let's say it says now these are the names because we know that names is plural. So we know
Yeah.
that that's about to give multiple of it. So that's why I was saying it wouldn't
You
be
get it. No, you get it. You get
Okay.
what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying. So you sitting there because you keyed in on this. That's the enumeration. Then those names. So that's why I say I'm cool with you. You get this. So that's why, unless you have another question, I can move because you understand what's happening.
No, I was just trying to make sure I understood what enumeration meant. Like that's what that was. So
No, yeah. Because you see it's getting ready to come up what the enumeration is.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. Good. And Sister Pittman.
Okay, so for me to understand, okay, what I'm gathering from what I'm hearing you say, Elder, is that the enumeration basically kind of tells you the name of what's going to be named or
No, see,
gathered or
one,
listed.
no. One, it don't kind of do anything. It's going to
Okay.
directly tell you what something is.
Okay. Okay, well, please explain it to me again because
Okay. I'm not going to keep going back over it. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm holding to what I'm going to hold to. Because some people say, well, I need to hear this. I'm not doing that. We done with that stuff. Because what's happening is we see a lot of people doing this and they going back. And even when I re-explain, people still do it wrong. So the main thing is I got to find out who is truly doing studies and who is not. So the same thing is, that's why I'm saying I'm asking questions. That's why I see when people understand it, I'm cutting them. If you notice, I've cut them off right there and I move forward. That's why I'm doing that. But I'm not going to go back and keep re-explaining it.
well, Elder, I truly study and
I'm not
I
saying
do
that.
my best. Okay.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is when someone explains something to me, as soon as, if you see, I did everyone like that. As soon as they tell me and I see they understand it, I stop them and I move forward. But I'm not going to keep going back and re-explaining. That's what I'm saying. But let me move forward. Sister Kate?
Yes, Elder Shalom. I wanted to make sure, because you said the name would be a list of names, I just wanted to make sure it's going to be a list. Like,
No.
because okay.
No.
Okay.
You understand what numeration
Okay.
is. Numeration is going to be a collection.
Collection.
It's a
Okay.
pot. It's a collection.
Okay. Okay, I'm getting it. Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Sister Tracy? Where'd she go?
I'm right.
She might have had the same question.
Yeah. Because I was going to say it could be a collective as name places, things and also. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
That was the only thing I needed to know.
We good.
Okay, thanks.
Brother Deja.
Shalom, Elder, though. Everybody else.
Hey, shalom. How you doing?
I'm good.
Good. Brother Deja Vu?
Shalom, Elder.
Shalom.
I'm understanding enumeration is these names is the list of what we're going to be looking for.
No. You saying, so what you're trying to do is isolate numeration. You can't isolate it. Don't isolate it. You just did. Okay. When you do enumeration, it's like it's a container of things that's getting ready to be listed out. They said that's why it says now these are the names. It's the container that holds that.
Okay. The container is the names.
Yeah, the container is the names. So since that container is the names, that's the enumeration.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. Sister Marilyn?
Shalom, Elder.
Shalom.
So are you saying like it's the initiation of the collection of information, the writer or the speaker is telling
No,
reader?
we're good. We're good. You're good. Because you understand what's going on. When I hear what you're saying, I know you understand what I'm talking about.
Okay, thank you.
So you're good. You're good because you're saying exactly what it is. And Sister McKeither?
Shalom, Elder. So,
Shalom.
So is it collective ways?
Okay, so see, you trying to add to understand what I'm saying again. I'm showing you exactly what it is. That's the container.
That's the container that holds. All right, so that's the container. The collective, the collection.
Okay. You see this here?
Right.
You see that right there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That collection is a listing of items, correct or not correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Then what other part we need to say? That's what I'm saying.
That's it right there.
Exactly. We trying to put too much in it.
Yeah, okay. So that's it right there. The names of the children. That's it. And it's all lies within that, names of the children, that collective information.
Okay, so you get it, but you were trying to put too much on it.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think that's exactly what I was. I elaborate a little bit too much.
Yeah.
But I got you. That's the container right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And Deaconette.
Shalom, Elder. Shalom, everybody.
Shalom.
Hey, when the speaker is given a collection of related items, it doesn't have to be listed in a particular order. It's just the giving of the related items in a collection.
Okay, so tell me this: where's the listing of items?
The list of items are the names in this particular case.
Where are they? I'm asking you a question.
They're in Israel.
Okay, you're still not saying anything. I'm asking you where they are.
Oh, they're in verses? What verses are they in?
I don't know what part we got mixed up on. I keep asking you the same question.
Sorry. Yeah, it comes after the so it's in verse 2.
Okay, that's it.
2, 3, 4.
Right there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What part you need to understand?
No, I just want to know if they were in any.
Bro, you dead on.
I got you.
You dead on.
Thank you.
You all you're doing is clarified it.
Okay.
Okay. So what he did, he just clarified it. He showed you what those are. And now how you label those is a list of items. Because you know there are ways, but you keep the names there. Everybody follow me. Okay. So now we're going to do the elaboration. Elaboration is where you can see where Moses, he was adding information that was already given to fill it out. That's all he was doing. So we have to understand that. So this elaboration, it involves more of like expanding on something that was previous information that was provided, more detail. The clarification, and it's to aid our comprehension. So as he continually just added, and then he's giving these illustrative, more examples that's found. So we understand these are found in parables. Understand what I'm saying. Understand my language that I'm speaking to you. So if it's found in parables, we had Sister McKeither. She went wrong first because I didn't ask her that. but she was actually using the parable, which you translated to, meaning the parable is the names. But what are the ways? That's the parable. Everybody follow me. So you see this same thing. Let me show you something. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Now, anybody can do this on extra work, but just like I said, we're gonna start putting in some serious work. So we're gonna look at something. I want to take you to Luke. We're gonna look at Luke chapter 15. And you're gonna see something that's real clear here. Real clear here. It starts there. This is a certain man had 2 sons. The younger said unto his father, Father, give me the portion of my goods that falleth upon me. He divided unto them his living. That's a parable, but it's more deeper than what we see here. The same as you see over here. Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah. It's a parable. The crazy thing is you guys receiving this parable and you guys are going to get the last 2 tomorrow. That's why I said, don't overthink it. So understand it first before you move into it. Because once you understand what's happening, this is a parable as well as this is a parable. Well, you can go all the way down to verse 32. That's a parable. Everybody follow me? Any questions? Let's move forward. So as we understand these elaborations and what's going on, we need to understand more so what happened. The reason why we have to understand more so what happened, we need to make sure all things that we do is telling you the elaboration which came into Egypt. That's the only elaboration you need, because now you understand that's the house of bondage. Now you understand that. You understand what the container is, what this elaboration is, because he don't have to go into details on what goes on in Egypt. Everybody follow me? I know this is hard for some people, but the only way we're going to learn, it really, as we're going through this is what's happening. We're going to look at this now. You see this, a compliment. Every man in his household came with Jacob. A compliment. How did this work? See, this is what we need to really start.
Your screen not up, Elder.
The screen not up?
No.
What's on?
The Bible.
The Bible.
Oh, dang, the Bible's up. Okay, thank you. Now can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Thank you, my sister. Okay, so the compliment. Every man in his household came with Jacob. The compliment. So all we keep understanding that. We need to understand it better, because now we can see Moses is speaking about something, and he presented those persons that are currently, that is accompanying of someone. Everybody follow me? Because it's telling you about these individuals, these figures, these actions. Actually, I'm going to show you. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. The ones that'll help you a little bit more. We're going to look at something. In Exodus, we'll stay over there. Exodus 24. And we're going to look at 24:9. Okay. Watch this accompaniment. We want to see these people that's accompanying him. It says, then Moses went up in a compliment, Aaron, Nadab, and Abihu, including 70 of the elders of Israel. Did everybody catch it? That was the accompaniment. When he went up that mountain, you see all the people who was associated with him, and they the central figure of this event. That's what's happening. So we see that as the accompaniment. That helps us understand. Now, when you see this here, actually, let me Let me go back. I've got to just start making sure I'm clicking and switching back. So when we look at this accompaniment, it's telling you every man in this household came with Jacob. So the accompaniment is tied to the names of the ones that was there. They're the accompaniment that's right there. So you see it right here. He's getting ready to label them out. Everybody follow me? Okay, Deaconette.
Will it be clue words to let you know when you're seeing the accompaniment, like the word and or with?
No, not necessarily. See,
Okay.
now we can't because we can't stronghold the Bible.
Got you.
We got to make the Bible say what we need to say or give us an exact. What we have to do, we have to study that bad boy and catch it.
Got you.
Okay. Yeah, Deacon Sampson.
Yes, sir. Well, what you just gave us is that accompaniment tied to plurality, or can it be in singular form as well?
Yeah, we won't tell you what. Actually, that's a good way of looking at it. I gotta say, that's a good way of looking at it, because when you're looking at the plurality of it, the accompaniment is telling you something that's joined to what's going on. That's a good way of looking at it. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. I gotta say. All right. And Sister Shantae.
Elder, okay, so the accompaniment is, so I can make sure I understand this. The accompaniment is always associated after the focal point is identified?
Not necessarily. You don't know when the compliment gonna show up.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. See,
okay.
We remember the Bible is unorthodox. It can show up anytime.
Okay.
Okay.
And the elaborate, again.
We done with elaboration. I'm on the compliment.
A compliment. Got it. Okay.
Okay. And Sister James.
Shalom, Elder. How you doing?
Good.
I wanted to ask, so just to make sure the accompaniment is in in addition to, well, not addition to, but connected to the focus. Like every man in his household is the accompaniment because it came with Jacob.
Yeah, that's correct. But you won't always see a compliment in the verse. Not even all the time in the scripture.
So you saying that it won't always be in the same verse?
Oh no, it won't always. No, what I'm saying is you won't always see it.
Okay. So would that make a difference in like would it just not be an accompaniment there if you won't always see it, or
okay? So what you gonna look at this a compliment. Give you a little jewel. You keep this. Most times the accompaniment, the speaker gonna always identify the persons, the object, or the understanding that is gonna present with it. What I'm saying is this. You see this accompaniment here?
Mm-hmm.
Do I got it on the Bible? Or I got it on the document.
The document.
Okay. You see right here? He's telling you, it says, and every man in his household came with Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
And you see it start labeling them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, watch this. Let's look at Moses went up, and then who went with him?
Aaron, and Nadab, and Abihu, and the 70 elders of Israel.
You see how you start naming them? They labeled them out.
Uh-huh.
That's what you're going to catch a lot of times. You'll catch it that way.
By labels, and not necessarily by like grouping them together, like generally.
Yeah, they don't have to normally be grouped like that, but you'll see them doing that.
Okay.
The Bible's notorious for doing it.
And specifically identifying persons that are with something
else. Most times it's going to identify them automatically. It's going to always sit there. They identify the persons, the objects, or say concepts, we can say.
Mm-hmm.
They want you to see.
Okay, but then still keeping the ways of this stuff, like because it could be people,
Ways don't
places,
change.
things.
Once you name Ruben can't change.
Okay, got you.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Deacon Khalil.
So accompaniment, this is something that is already joined together. It's just identifying the other things with it.
No, it's identifying them.
Yeah.
So even though you can see things that's already tied, it's going to start identifying them.
Okay. So, okay.
Is they being identified at the bottom?
Yeah, because it's saying
automatic.
Yeah, because it's saying every man in his household, but now it's letting you know who. Or in this instance here.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't. Yeah. After that, you can't even get around it.
But then the part I'm trying to just make sure. So, but these were already together. It's not like something that's being joined. This was already joined, but it's
exactly. It's already joined. It's already happening. We can't change it.
But the focus is Jacob.
The compliment, don't focus on Jacob.
Okay.
Your focus should have been right there.
Every man in his household. Okay. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. And Sister Moody.
Shalom, elder, everyone.
Shalom.
So the accomplish is going to always relate to the focus. No ifs, ands, and buts about it.
Yeah, a compliment going to always relate to it, especially a lot of times you see enumerations.
And it's usually
but a compliment don't show up all the time, but most times it's going to show up.
And when it show up, it's going to do the same thing over and over. It's going to always.
I tell you what, can a leopard change his spots?
Not that ones that I know doesn't.
Okay, this can't change it either.
Gotcha. Thanks.
All right, Sister Arnold.
Shalom out there.
Shalom.
Just so I can make sure I'm understanding this right. The accompaniment is going to always basically give the enumeration. I lost my train of thought, but like not add to it, but how would I say enhance?
Still way of saying it. Okay, so to make sure I know you understand it, do enumeration always have to be with a compliment?
No.
Exactly the point.
Okay, I got you.
Okay, yeah, it don't always have to be together. A compliment can just show up.
And you just have to know what it that is.
Bingo.
Have to know. Okay.
You just got to be on game.
Right. Okay.
That's why I'm saying it that way. You make sure when you go in a room, you want to know what's in the room, what's going on, why it's going on that way.
Right.
You walk in there, you scan that room.
And you're going to take notice of everything and how everything is functioning.
You want to know why did they move that bottle over there to the left side?
Right. Okay. So everything has a reason behind it, and you want to know that reason behind it. Bingo. And how it's moving. Okay, I got you.
All right. Elder Carlos?
Hey, shalom, Elder.
Shalom, Elder.
Hey, all right, shalom, everybody. Hey, Elder, are you going to run another example or what?
Oh, I'm going to go down through all what I need. So, these examples, I'm pretty much done with those examples on that.
Uh-huh.
But I'm going to run through all the other lettering that I need to label it. Because I'm gonna explain the labels.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're good. Yeah, so we're good.
All righty.
Okay. So this is what's going on with everybody. Now what's going on? You see this is labeled out all the way to verse 10. Now, if you guys don't want to do them, that's fine. And then what you can do, I can put this on there where you guys can download it. Then you just fill it in down there. And I did the same thing here. I listed out the first three. Y'all can see here. Now, you can see here is a list of items. And with these listing of items, what we need to do is where it's enumerate a specific point related to a larger collection. That's the list of items. So you need to know what these list of items are. You need to know where they are. And what's going to happen is the same way I labeled this out and I broke up this verse, you need to be able to do the same thing. You have to break up the verse. If you start doing the whole verse and just labeling it out, the whole verse, I can tell you right now, you're going to fail. You might have one word that's got to be labeled and you got to go down, you got to drop it down. Everybody follow me. I want to make sure, see, because that's why I keep asking, because I'm going to go back to this recording if somebody say, oh, I misunderstood, because I'm asking the question. Yeah, digging that.
So in this case, do we have to have a different line for each name for the list item?
Yeah, you see how I broke that down right up here?
Yep.
As it breaks down, okay, let's say here, I need to change this, remove. Okay, let's say here. And I'm just doing that. Then if I need to label that, I need to label it. You follow me? Then I got to label that what that is.
So it would be Reuben as a list item.
Yeah, yeah, but I'm saying
line would be Simeon would be a list item.
Yeah, so if they was a list item, then I'm having this, and then this was different, then I have to label that on what it is. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, and then we go back to Judah, and then that would be the list item.
Yeah,
and would be something.
Yeah. If it's that way, then that's what. Because we got to list everything out.
Okay.
So a list item is telling you more so what we're looking at. So once we want to understand the list item, let me show you a list item. We want to make sure nobody falters. But the same thing is, I'm gonna say this before I even do this. And if I see anybody doing commentary or they pulling from a dictionary, I'm gonna automatically fail you and remove you from the class. Because I got a lot of dictionary and a lot of commentary in a lot of these things. Just as I said, I done told people year after year, not to be using dictionary, but they still use them. Use them now, I'm going to remove you from the class. This is automatic, no questions asked. Don't send me emails asking me why, because you already gonna know why. Because I'm gonna put it even on your paper. The use of dictionaries is not allowed. Thank you very much. We can see you on the front. The reason why, because we have to understand scripture for what it is. Now, mainly what we're going to do is look at here. We're going to look at Galatians. I want to take you to Galatians. And I'm going to show you the same thing, list items. We can go to a couple of places over here really in Galatians. But the one I'm going to do the better one. I'm not going to do the hardcore one. So it says, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against us there is no law. You got some list items in there. Everybody follow me? Those are list items.
Yes, sir.
Just label them, put in work. Yes, Sister Tracy.
Okay, Shalom, Elder. Okay, 2 questions. The
Yes.
first one is, are we having to final verse ourselves, or you
No,
are?
oh no. We done with this. I went through the past few days, and a lot of people is pretty good on what's doing, but we have a lot of people it's way off.
Okay.
So it made it bad. So my thing is, I'm labeling these out, and you'll see. This is why I'm gonna tell you guys what these mean. I'm gonna tell you what they mean. Some is real to be used in this verse, and some are not. So you just can't just find the verse. Oh, I got to make sure all these words fit, because all these words don't fit in here. But this is going to tell me about comprehension, understanding, everything else. So we need to make sure as you putting what goes on there, you need to be able to list them out. I'm just giving you the first 3 because I'm going to explain the rest of them. So same thing like I'm doing this one, I'm explaining this one. And the same thing we get with like the summary, I'm going to be going into. So as we label them out, we need you to make sure based on your note taking and everything else, you'll be able to correctly do it. That's what I'm saying. Ask the question. Don't ask the question, and then you sit there and say you didn't understand it later. They didn't ask the question. Because all that's why I say a lot of stuff we're done with. We're not going to go through where people sit there and sit back and say, I'm just going to sit back and just kick back and I'm going to turn it in. If I get wrong, I'm going to ask why. No, that's not going to happen. The reason why I have to move this forward because so many people choose not to put in work. It makes it harder for the people who do put in work. We got a lot of people put in work, but we have a lot that don't either. And Sister Tracy?
I'm saying I had another question.
Yeah, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Oh goodness, I think I forgot.
Forgot.
The list, I think I did. The list items. Oh my goodness, I don't draw a blank. Okay, so just to recap, you're going to have a document for us to complete, right? Something similar to what you're showing us now.
I can give you this. Yeah, you guys can get this document itself.
Okay, okay, so with that particular document, then we just need to follow the outline. You mentioned about the list items. Okay, so the list items, do we have to break those specific words down?
Like, I'll show you what gotta happen. So if it's a list item,
I'll hold tight then.
Yeah, if it's a list item, that's what has to happen.
I can't see it, Elder.
Where I got it on?
Oh, it's on the Bibles.
Told y'all gotta tell me. I was on the document. Okay, this is what you gotta do.
Okay.
You gotta make sure. If you're gonna do it, you put a list item.
Okay.
So you put the list item. If this all part of the list item, you keep list item. You go down, you put list item. You follow me?
Mm-hmm. And that's it with that part. So you don't have to do anything else. That's what I'm asking.
Oh no. Then if this is a list item, then you need to put all the list items in there. If it's a list item, then I want to see list item. You list it. It's a list item.
Mm-hmm.
This is a list item if that's what you're doing. Don't have it. This is list items because you see, is that plural or singular?
List item is.
This is singular. You won't see no S on it.
Yeah, it's singular.
So if it's singular, then I need to see each one on their own individual line.
Right. So do we need to elaborate more about that particular word? That I guess that's what I wanted to know. Or we just listing it and then that'll be it.
Yeah, no, I just don't elaborate anything. I just need
Thank you. Okay.
I just need the list item.
Gotcha. Okay. I follow now.
Okay.
Thanks.
And Sister Shantae?
I think you just answered my question, Elder, because I was confused a little bit. You had said that what you did not want to see is us going. I think I heard you say going through the verse and just focusing on the one verse, listen that out. Because sometimes you'll find this. Okay.
Yeah, but this from 1 through 10, I need to see that in the I need to see that in the written communication tool.
Okay, that makes sense.
This, and then you're gonna take a screen capture of it. So I need to see this in there.
Yes, sir.
And then the ones that I do have some people who don't have it and they still doing it. Then if you're still doing it and you don't have it, then I need to see it this way.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Sister Martin asked perfect questions. Okay, thank you.
Okay, no problem. And Brother Deja Vu.
That cleared up a lot for me. I was a little bit confused, but saying like verse 3 where it says, and Benjamin, would it be okay just to put list item, or we need?
Don't ask me. You just need to do it. I'm not going to go into it.
Okay, like in verse 9 where it says, behold, that needs to be labeled there.
Okay, again, you're asking me questions I'm not going to answer. You need to do it and then check it.
Okay.
Sister Moody?
Okay, Elder, I understand the list item, which is Reuben Simmons, but now the word "and." Do we need to tell you exactly what that word is? Because it would be a part of.
I don't know. I don't know.
I got it from your own. Don't know. I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Ian Deacon Sampson.
Yes, sir. Will, I guess for clarification, will the list item be limited to just person, place, or thing, or verb, or could it be a collection of all, or what?
I don't know. I don't know. See, people asking these questions. You guys are asking questions to where you trying to do this. We have a list of things that we gotta fill in, and we got all these here. So we don't know what they are. So as you study it, you can find out is it one or not.
Oh, okay. I see.
That's what we're doing. So if I'm sitting there, I say same as two other people. Hey, can I use on verse 9? Is this? So then what I be doing? I just be giving you guys all the answers, and then you just go. All you gotta do is plug in what it is. You don't have to put in the work. What that goes back to, we feeding you grapes, and everybody just kick back.
Okay, I guess what I'm trying to ask, or in associating with that verse you just showed us with Galatians about the fruit of the Spirit, that was a collection of characteristics. But here is a
No. Those are still list items. See, you giving me, when we trying to understand exactly what we need to do, stop sitting there and say, okay, that was a list of characteristics. Okay. So I'm gonna ask you the craziest, stupidest question. Is Reuben a characteristic?
Man, say less. I got
No. Is it a characteristic?
you. His way, yes, sir.
Okay, so why are you saying Galatians 5:22 is characteristics? And so what you trying to hold Reuben and Simeon and Levi and Judah and Issachar and Zebulun? What you trying to hold them to? You trying to hold them to people?
No. We in the spirit. We on a whole nother level now.
Okay, but you just pulled us back in there. So you take it out and then you keep going back in. Don't do that.
Okay, I understand exactly.
All right.
Yes,
Beautiful,
sir.
beautiful. Appreciate it. And Deacon Khalil.
So the assignment that we're about to do, so we're ensuring that we have a proper understanding of the labels, and we're going to apply the labels to the passage to ensure that we can accurately break it down.
Can't say it better.
Okay.
You're gonna break it down all the way to verse 10, wherever those breaks are, to where we're gonna apply these labels.
120s. And you're not going to tell us what 4 through, I think it was 13, what those mean. We have to.
Oh no, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what all they mean. I'm gonna tell you what all these mean. I'm gonna tell you what they mean. So don't think I'm not gonna, just like I just told you what list, we're gonna get the summary, we're gonna get the topic, I'm gonna explain to you exactly what they are. So I'm not gonna leave nobody hanging without information to know exactly what to do. 120s. I'm gonna give you that information, then you take it and then you apply it. So I'm not gonna leave you hanging.
I got tired. Hey, as long as you ain't leave me hanging, I'm cool. But it's I was just making sure I understood the assignment on what we was doing. So that way I'm pretty much moving with precision on it so I can understand exactly what I need to do. That was it.
Okay. Beautiful. Because that's one thing I'm not going to leave you doing. You're going to know what all these labels are, but some of these labels is not to be used in there because they don't belong in there nowhere. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Gotcha.
Sister McKeither.
You just answered my question that
okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. And Brother Deja Vu.
Elder, what I was trying to ask you, I believe, after each punctuation mark, that's what we're labeling as we're breaking down.
Okay, you asking something that I'm not going to answer again. You keep asking something, you want me to tell you where you need to put the label at, and I'm not going to do it. You keep doing it.
Okay.
Just like I said, if you want me to tell you where every place to put where you got to put one here, you got to put one there, then it's a waste of my time. You need to know where to put those labels. What if I died tonight? Now you sit there and say, I don't know where the labels go. See, it's the same as it goes back. In that old thing. You give a man a fish, he's gonna come to you tomorrow and ask for another fish. But you teach him how to fish, he can go get the fish himself. So the thing is, it has to come to a point to where it had to stop. So the easiest thing for me to do is to show you guys what's going on, because some people was good at it and some people was all over the place. So it's easy for me to show you exactly what these mean, to where now you can learn how to apply them to where they need to go. That's why I'm doing this. See, same thing like I said. I don't have to, but my thing is, I'm not going to leave you hanging. My thing is, you want to learn this, I want to make sure you understand the Bible as a whole. I'm not going to leave you hanging. That's me. So now we're going to look at the summary. The summary, we want to understand what a summary is. And when you look at a summary, you want to fully understand how the summary is going on, because you'll see how Moses, he really restating main points, but he's doing it in a concise form. Everybody follow me? He's going to do it in a concise form. You can see this to where even when you look at recounting the whole story of Joseph, it goes from 37 and it ends in chapter 50. But you can see that entire summary, it'll resonate what he did in 49. That was a summary. Let me show you what's going on. Let's go here. I just got to remember to change it back. Okay. In 49, now you can see Joseph. Out of all what you've seen, what Joseph was born, what he went through, everything, in his success that he got, it's all wrapped up in this summary. Joseph is a fruitful broth, even a fruitful broth by the well, whose branches runs over the wall. The archers have sorely grieved him and shot at him and hated him, but his bow abode in strength, and his arms and his hands were made strong. And by the hands of the Almighty God of Jacob, from thence is the shepherd of the stone of Israel, even by the God of thy fathers, who shall help thee, and the Almighty, who shall bless thee with the blessings of heaven above, and blessings in the deep, and that lieth under, blessings of the breath of the womb. Blessed is the Father, have prevailed above all blessings of my progeny. You don't know how serious that is, what he's saying, just this last statement. It says, into the utmost bounds of everlasting hills, they shall be on the head of Joseph. This is why this is what he's saying here. If we really got into it, this is actually crazy what he's saying. And all his boys are there. All 12 boys, and he's checking all his sons. He's telling all of them. Technically, what he's saying in a nutshell, all y'all 11 ain't worth a bit of crap. What this boy did is showing you what you're supposed to do. Technically, what he's telling them. In a nutshell. He's saying, y'all, all you guys are pieces of crap. And then Benjamin, what about me? You too, Benjamin. You're a piece of crap. And then he says, on the crown of the head of him that was separate from his brother. This is crazy for this man to make this statement in front. Have you ever sat in front of your father and his two brothers sitting there, and he sit there and say, he's this and he's that, and you ain't nothing but a piece of crap. He's doing it right here to all 11 of them, and they sitting right there in front of him. That's the difference. So that's the summary. That's what you see a summary. You can see out of all that, Joseph went over some chapters, all this stuff with Joseph, being a dreamer and all this stuff, all that, and all of it got summarized right there. That's a summary. Everybody, any questions? Okay, let's move forward. See, now later on, if people start asking questions, I promise you I'm not going to answer them. Sister Shantae.
Just okay, so I want to make sure I understand how to define a summary. Summary is a recap of specific events that were mentioned prior.
Yeah, you can look at it. It's involved condensing key points, a brief, clear statement that captures the essence of the original message, without getting all the details.
Okay.
You follow me?
Now, yes. Now, I feel like I've seen this, but can I just ask? Are there instances where you'll see a summary before the details are given? I feel like I've seen
No, the summary is basically you looking at an overall. Let's see here.
Okay.
Is my Bible up? Which one is up?
The Bible's up.
The Bible's up?
Yes.
Okay.
You better pay attention. You help the mommy.
Okay. So you can see right here, and you can see it says Jacob dwelt in the land wherein his father was a stranger in the land of Canaan. These are the generations of Jacob.
Joseph.
Who we start focusing on?
Joseph.
What about the other ones?
Nope.
Oh, interesting. That's why you think I said from verse 37, from chapter 37, and I said it go all the way to chapter 50. We had to condense it. Why? Because it focused on this guy. 17-year-old was feeding and flocking his brother, and the lad of his brother, Bela, and the sons of Zephyr, the father's wife. Joseph brought unto his father their evil report. Why? Joseph tell on you. Joseph didn't care less about y'all.
Mm-hmm.
You do shady stuff, Joseph gonna tell it. Now, Israel, the spirit loved Joseph more than all his children.
Mm-hmm.
So you know he thought y'all was crap.
Mm-hmm.
This is how this goes down.
Mm-hmm.
You can see as it keeps going on, you see how this still on Joseph? Everything's still going on Joseph. All that had to be summarized. And you see it summarized over here. Starts right there. And it goes down.
Okay, so 22 through 26 is the summary. Okay, thank you, Elder.
Yeah, Sister Marilyn?
Yes, Elder. So when we get ready to put in the summary, we're not putting all of that. We're putting the scriptures in.
You're not putting in one verse.
Okay.
I need this labeled out. You're not putting in one verse. I keep making myself clear on that. Don't put in one verse. You're going to label all the rest of this from 1 to 10 out. And if summary belongs in there, then you put next to it summary. If summary don't belong there, then don't have summary there. Just like I said, some of these words don't belong in there.
Okay, so I'm just describing what the assignment
Don't describe anything. All I want is a label. Just like you see these labels here.
Okay.
Next to what I need to see.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Thank you.
Elder Carlos.
Hey, Elder.
Shalom.
Shalom, Elder. Just want to make sure. Just like for an example, if I want to recap or do a summary on David, right? I could
No,
Just
we
for an
not doing no
example,
summary. We only doing it on this. We're only doing a
oh,
summary
okay.
on what you see here. If a summary is there, you label that summary. But we're not going to
Oh,
no other verses. Everybody
no
gonna
other verses.
everybody gonna be doing Exodus 1 through 10 because the other way is just too crazy.
No
People
problem. I
there
got you.
and I have to go through too much stuff. So everyone
So,
everyone is doing this. Everyone.
so the focus is Exodus 1 through 10. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, because
No problem.
this way, what I need to do is bring everybody up to speed and make sure that everybody gonna understand these labels. Because the main thing is we understand these labels. I'm talking about the understand scripture is crazy. And same thing is a lot of people are saying that they use those verses and doing them. A lot of people really still didn't understand it because I'm looking at the homework and it's not there. A lot of people clearly understand it, but we have a lot of people that didn't.
All right. Get you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
So now we looked at the summary and then the topic and how a topic actually works. We need to understand what a topic is and what's going on. So when you look at a topic and the same thing within the same, we got it on the Bibles. I got it on the Bible. I got it on the document. I think I got
Document.
it. Okay. So the topic is where you see either the speaker, whatever the prophet is, or whoever is speaking, they're going to be introducing participants or understandings. Going to be the topic, which you're going to also draw your attention to the participant that's in it, or it's going to bring you into the concept on what he wants you to understand, especially in comparisons and contrasts. You'll see that I'm talking about like crazy. Let's see. I'm trying to think of a verse. Actually, I got one. Let's look at something. In. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to see one here. He says, ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. So again, the simplest thing is, where's the topic in this verse? Where's the topic in this verse here? Anyone? Deacon Ant?
The city.
No. Sister Shantae?
Is it the light of the world?
Okay.
Mommy.
The main part is, ye are the light of the world. That's the topic.
Okay, so I missed. Okay, ye are the light of the world. Okay.
That's the topic. Okay.
So then, the information thereafter, a city that is set on a hill cannot be hidden. How is that clarification out there?
Is that clarification? How is that clarification?
Or is it? No, I don't know what it is. That's why I was. Okay.
So if the topic is let's look at it, let's pinpoint it.
Okay.
Okay. I'm on the Bible. It's on the Bible, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's get anal. We're gonna get anal about it.
Okay.
I'm reading my thing. I don't know why I don't wanna. But anyway, when you get anal with it, ye. That's your topic. Meaning you.
Okay.
You're gonna get anal. Now it's a pronouncement which is gonna go on, which later, which I don't think is in there. Yeah, pronouncement's not in here. So I can't, so I'm not, well, I'm gonna explain it anyway, but I'm gonna explain it, but we're gonna come up later, but it don't need to be there.
Okay.
Because it's not in this, it's not part of this verse. But the pronouncement is, are the light of the world. That's the pronouncement. Ye, the topic, you, and then what he's pronouncing is are the light of the world. That's when you do it, ain't no way. You follow?
Yeah.
Makes it real simple. It simplifies everything.
It does breaking up like that. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Sister Moody?
The comparison that where it said the comparison is comparison itself back to you. Like you are the light of the world. Okay.
No, but all you want is you. All you want is you when you want to do it in an anal way. You. That's the topic.
Okay, got you.
Don't worry about nothing else because everything else that's behind that is just announcing what it is.
Got it. Thank you, sir.
Okay. And okay. And Sister Chanel, you had your hand up. Yes.
Shalom, Elder. You just answered what I was going to ask.
Okay.
I was going to ask about the light of the world, and you said that's just announcing, behind the ye, which is the topic.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you just answered it. Thank you.
Deacon Ant?
So I was mistaken with city being the topic. What would I
the city is the denial part because it's saying a city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. That's a denial.
Okay, I'm gonna have to wait.
That's why I say we got to get to those labels. Okay. So now we understand it. Let me move this over. So this is why it's so important. Once we understand this, you guys are gonna sit there and you'll grow like crazy. So that's why I'm doing 1 through 10. I might even shorten these verses up to where we even doing less of them. But I want to sit there and gauge where we are. We got location here. Location is telling us even more what we need to know. So when we're looking at location, we can understand where with Moses, he was asserting a particular location or change of location for an event. That happens a lot. That happens quite a bit. So when we see these specific locations, and it can indicate a change in geographical or spiritual setting. Everybody understand that one? Gonna always be in a geographical or gonna be in a spiritual setting. But since we is working with God, what are we comparing?
Spirit with spirit.
Spirit with spirit.
Yeah, exactly the point. We're comparing spiritual things with spirit. So let me show you something. So we need to understand this. And I know I can use that one. John 6:3, I think. Went up to that's the one. It says, and Jesus went up into the mountain and he sat with his disciples. So what is that? That's telling you a lot more. Deacon Ant?
Is explaining the location of the event.
Yeah, but we comparing spiritual with spiritual, then we got to compare it with the mountain, what the mountain is. That's the point.
So the mountain would be a place of a is a point of I want to say existence.
Yeah, but it's a point speaking of the Most High. So what we're doing, we're looking at that point to where he went to commune, then he sat with his disciples there. Now you can sit there and see wait a minute, look at the text, look at the verse 4. It says, including the Passover, a feast of the followers of Christ was nigh, was close. So the same thing, that was close, but then he said the same thing. When Yahushua lifted up his eyes, his understanding, he saw that great company come unto him. He said unto Philip, which shall we buy bread by this knowledge, that these may learn of. Why? Because he's sharing with them what this similitude is and what they need to understand.
So can a location also be spiritually, in a spiritual sense? Can it be a state of mind or understand?
Yeah, it is a state of mind.
Okay.
Always a state of mind.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, but we good on that. And then we have, actually, let me see, I need to change it. Okay, I went back. Okay, so now we're looking at experience. So when you're looking at experience, one of the best ways to really look at experience, when you see where the speaker is describing something undergoing or being affected by an action or an event. Always. When you see them talking about something, it's going to always be describing something or someone undergoing or being affected by an action or an event. Always. Sitting there, let me see. Sitting there trying to think of verses that I can tie to this, because I know I can get less questions. Go to Job. Let's look at Job. He went through this quite a bit. So, and I can't pull everything, but I'm gonna pull some of it. Okay. So the same thing is, we're gonna look at an experience. An experience we need to see. And with this experience, we're gonna see what happened. But we're not gonna read it all down, because this goes all the way down, I know, to 22. It says, the other day when the sons and the daughters were eating and drinking wine with the eldest brother's house, came a messenger unto Job, who was the focus, and said, the oxen were plowing, the asses was feeding beside them. And the sea-being people fell upon them and took them away. Yea, they have slain the servants with the edge of the sword, and the sword, and other sword, and I only escape alone to tell thee. This goes all the way down to 22. All this, Job sinned not, nor charged God foolishly. But this is an experience that that happened to him. He experienced all this stuff that happened. So he's going through this trial of loss, constantly having this loss, constantly having this taken, because there's a lot of stuff that just kept happening. And he's experiencing that. A lot of us, we can experience things. You know, the same as I can go to the same thing. I can literally go to the doctor office with you. And then you say, well, I'm nervous because I got to get a shot. And I can sit in there. And the shot might don't bother you, but it bothers me. Because the experience to me, I'm sitting there, man, you acting like I'm getting a shot. Yeah, it feels like I'm getting it because of my experience with needles. It's not good. But I still experienced it. So we want to understand that to make sure that we have that there. We have action. Action tells us more. Action tells us about.
Can you switch it back, Elder, please?
Where I'm at.
Bibles.
Man, dang. I thought I was on game. This time. Okay. So we got this actions here. and it's a certain where something is being performed, or we can look at it as an agent or agency to perform an action. Something's going to happen. So when it's doing that, it's focusing on deeds and their significance of it. Everybody follow me? That action is going to always focus on the deed or the significance of it. Actually, I know a short one that I can look at real quick. I just need to remember to click it back. And this is in 1 Samuel. 1 Samuel. Yeah. I remember 1749. 1749. Oh, that's it. 49. Yeah, okay. 1749. And we'll see this, and you'll see, actually, I'm going to grab two verses. It says, David put his hand in his bag and took thence a stone and slanged it and smote the Philistine in his forehead. Then the stone sunk into his forehead, and he fell upon the face of the earth. And David prevailed over the Philistine in the sling, with the sling and with the stone, and smote the Philistine and slew him, but there was no sword in David's hand, in the hand of David. So you see this action that happened. The action was, what he did was he did this giant in that everybody feared. So we got to keep all those in mind when we seeing what how everything is working out. We have an event. We was working at this, and this is where I was saying a lot of people was missing. A lot of people was missing. And I want to go through this one because the event, we could look at this a couple of ways. We could look at this a couple of ways. I want to sit there and see a couple of ways I can go with this one. I'm trying to sit there to see. Because this is a better way to, I don't want people to get kind of off the track on that. Let me see something. Let me see something. We went through these a couple of times. On the event. Let's look at something. In the beginning.
Louder, your Bibles are not up.
I thought I was on game. Thought I was on game again. I was on. Okay. In the beginning, God created heaven and earth. So we see here again where we trying to find things and we trying to make sure we looking at events. But you can see here where it goes down through here. And you see, say like most of us look at the event based on that right there. Okay, but then what that's doing, that's giving you more of a background. So we wouldn't want that. So that's why I'm trying to sit there and see how the best way to do it. So what you want to do is this. You see where it says, and God said, let there be light. Once he spoke it, and there was light. That was the event. Just like they say, lights, camera, action, then you're going to see the event. So the event is there was light. And then I believe we did the accompaniment already. Yeah, we did that one. Actually, it's in there twice. Let me take that out. Need to take that one out. And then, okay. Yeah, Sister Shantae.
Just for my clarification, event is where something, essentially something happens, something specifically happens.
Yeah, something on the Pacific. That's why I was saying I was trying to see how we can really look at that in a better way. So something is going to happen. Okay. You good?
No,
Yeah, what part you missing?
like something is gonna happen. Right. Okay, I understood it in Genesis. I don't know if I understand. I don't know if I understand how I would identify that in other. Do you think you give me one more example by chance?
Okay, let's go down to okay. So we see right here.
LD, the Bibles aren't up. It's okay, Elder.
Oh boy, oh boy. I think I'd be on game and I'll be on game.
You on game, Elder. You holding this
Okay,
class. I
okay.
appreciate it. Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna look at this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So now it's telling you in verse 30. It says, in every beast of the earth, and every fowl of the air, and every thing that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there had life, I had given it's for meat.
I have given.
Okay, and it was so. What was it? What was the event?
All of that before, and it was so.
Just that. See that colon there? That's
Yeah.
that's how he caught you. And it was so. That was the event.
That is the event.
Yeah, that's the event.
So, and when it's identified in scripture, it's gonna. I don't know how to put that in words. And it was so.
Mm-hmm.
So everything before that, it is a description of, and it was so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And it was so.
And it was so. Sorry. Okay. Okay. I'm much. Okay. Thank you.
You got it?
No, but I don't want to hold you up.
Okay.
I just have to go through my other notes. Okay.
Okay. Sister Marilyn.
Hi, Elder. I know you're not going back. I'm just trying to figure out what's the difference between the action and the event.
The action in the event.
Yeah, like you gave us a definition of the understanding of how to use action, but let there be light. Is that also an action too, or no?
Let there be light.
Yeah, when you went over Genesis 1, 1 and 3.
Let's go up there and look at it. See, because you're mixing up two things.
Yes, sir.
Okay. It says, let there be light. So what you see that as?
I mean, it looks like both. It looks like it can be an event and an action.
No.
Okay.
I want you to look at it right there. Okay. He says, let there be light.
Light. And there was light.
There was light. So what that is? Can't be both. Gonna be one of them.
I mean, it's taking place, but it's also being performed too.
Okay. I see what your issue is. Okay. So let's go back up here. And God said, you see that?
And God said,
He's going to clarify. Let there be light. What did he just do?
he spoke it.
So what did so what kind of action did he do? What kind of label is that?
I mean, that's where I'm confused at because
Okay, that's something he mandated. So you got to remember, this wisdom is coming from him. He's sitting there saying, "Let there be light." He's mandating that this word go forth and not to return to him void. So since it's not going to, he's making a mandate there. So now, once he made that mandate, do we see a semicolon, a colon, or a comma? Look right there, you can see it. Right here, where he said, "Let there be light." What is it?
colon.
It's colon. So you're gonna clarify everything that what he said, correct?
Correct.
And there was light.
Okay.
That's the.
Oh, it's okay. It's event. Okay.
So if it's an action, it's something more subtle.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna play with that one.
Okay. Was light always there?
No, he said it. He made it happen at one point.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. So what about action?
Carried out afterwards.
No, the action is some agent. It's an agent that's going to perform something. Is his voice his own agent?
No.
Yeah, that's part of him or not.
Yeah, that is part of him.
Okay, so why do we need action on that?
Correct.
Okay.
Thank you for the clarification.
And Sister McKee there?
So the same thing in the verse 30 is the same thing. So when he said it, can you go to verse 30 for me?
Yeah.
In that same chapter?
Okay.
Oh, here we go. And when he says after and he said it, and it was so, meaning that this is going to take place and this is what we need to do as far as.
Okay, what I want you to do is read verse 29 and 30.
Verse 29, and God said, remember, I have given you every herb.
Right there.
I have given you.
Exactly the point.
Yeah. So
now,
he has already.
So once he said that, I have given you. So what I want you to stop is right there. I give you. Now I want you to go down to verse 30.
And read the whole thing or just start.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, read verse 30 and start there.
Okay. In verse 30, it says, including to every beast of the earth, including to every fowl of the air, including to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life, I have given every green herb for meat. And it was so.
See, so now when you look back out there, that's why none of that read, because what do it say at the end of 29?
At the end of 29, it says, to you it shall be for meat.
So if we already know this, why do we need to read it? And he's gonna reiterate the same thing down here.
Right, exactly. Right, because he had already said it in verse 29.
Yeah.
Got you.
Okay.
Yep. It's just like he's repeating it over, but.
Yeah, you know why you keep repeating it? Because we hard-headed.
Yeah.
He constantly repeats it.
Exactly.
I could be wrong. He could put me on it later, but that's my take from it.
Yeah. Because even when you gave that verse for Isaiah 55:11, it should never come back void.
Yeah. Yeah. So let me go ahead. Okay. And Sister Moody.
Thank you.
Okay. The sister prior to me, she just asked the question. I understood your explanation. So it was done. It happened right then and there. So it was completed. Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Let me and Deaconette.
So just so I can have a complete understanding of the event, we could see the event as like in this case where it says there was light or it was so, that could be considered as like the stage where the action or the agency to perform that action takes place.
But sometimes it can be elsewhere, but yeah, but you dead on right there with that.
Okay, thank you.
Let me get this back. And then we did the subsequent, but then mainly this is speaking about events after an event already, or it can also be if it's about to happen. It can also show it to you that way. It can reference an event that happened or an event already or about to be mentioned. And these let me see. These I'm going to finish later as we moving forward. As we moving forward, we're going to complete that. So now, dude, everybody, same thing as far as everybody understand what's going on there. I can take this out. I can delete that. There we go. And Deaconette?
So the assignment that we're gonna do now, we're only gonna go up to the point, of the listed that you had explained already. Those
Yeah,
items.
we're going from 1 to 10, and everywhere you see what goes where, you need to make sure that that label is there. Or if the label don't belong there, then don't use it.
Yeah, but we didn't cover the last like 4, so I don't know if we're gonna be using
No,
those.
so then if it's not covered, and if you know that might be the label or you're not sure, then don't put the label there.
Gotcha. All right.
So this it's a method behind this madness.
I see you.
Yeah, it's a method behind here. Okay, any questions? And Mother Gear.
Yes, Elder. Where do we get the form? Or are we just gonna?
What I'm gonna do, I'm going to actually I can send it out. Let me see. Because you need those labels. I will I'll probably post it on KJBU. I'll post it up there this afternoon
Thank you.
to where you can have it. Okay. And Deacon Khalil?
I was seeing when this was due.
Yeah, I'm gonna take care of a couple of things and I'm gonna put it up. It'll be up probably within the next 30, 40 minutes to an hour.
No. I meant like, when was the assignment due?
I need the assignment next week.
By what time or day?
I need it by at least no later than Wednesday.
No later than Wednesday. Okay, excellent.
Yeah. And Sister Moody.
You put the picture up, the last one, like we had, you said to be completed. Could I get a screenshot of that, please?
Oh no, you're gonna get the whole document just like it is.
Oh, okay.
You'll get the whole document.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. And Sister Tracy.
Shalom, Elder. I was traveling, trying to make it home from work, but I didn't get the meaning for subsequent.
Oh, you'll be able to get the document, but it's referencing something that already happened.
Okay.
Or something, is about or is about to be mentioned.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. And anyone else? Sister Eden?
Elder, I'm driving, so I have one question. How is our document supposed to look? I understand that we're supposed to label the verses. Do we write out the verse or we break them all down? However,
No, that verse got to be labeled out just how you're gonna see it in the written communication tool.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And Sister Shantae?
Elder, I'm really not trying to be a pest, but can I get an example of subsequent?
Actually, I'm not going to do example. That's why we're going to do so many. We're going to go from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, Sister Nicole.
Shalom.
So,
how do we know how we did on our last assignment? Just to kind of see where we're at or something.
Okay, 1 second. And this Sister Kiana James?
Nicole James.
Nicole. Oh yeah, when you guys turn your information in, put your name on there because I have some people with some weird names, emails, and then they just turn it in and I don't know who you are. You need to make sure you put your name on there, just say this is whoever it is and then turn that in. And I don't see, let me look again. I don't see yours. Oh, wait a minute, let me check this other page. Nicole James, right?
Yes.
Okay. You're doing that one. Okay, 1 second. Genesis 39. Okay. The second part, you got some issues. You got some real big issues there. Because the second part that he refused and said, but he refused as a response. The speech, you have that for a speech, and that's not the speech. Because he refused is a response. And then and said unto his master's wife is the speech. So that's all.
Okay.
All right.
What about the other ones? Were those off too? Because
With the other ones, yeah. So if I already know if that's off, the rest of them are gonna be off. Because like with the with this house, yeah. Just like I said, I already know the rest of them off, which they are. Yeah, all the rest of them is off.
okay. So I guess now that I see that, I'm not understanding, I guess, with this particular assignment.
We're not dealing with this one no more. Just like I
Okay.
said, I'm not going to go back and hash all that out because we went through a lot of them, and I'm not going to go back through and then we want to go right from here.
Okay.
Okay. And Deacon Ant.
Hey, Elder, I was just about to raise my hand just to ask if I could get a critique on mine as well.
Yeah, no problem. Let me see. Yeah, I think you got one of them. Where's yours? I don't know why you're not using it. Where's your email at?
ANTIX 38.
ANTIX. Yeah, let me stop this.